Hal here with more Space Engineers. Yay! And as you can see, we've done a little bit. We've gotten things welded up, we've gotten some other things into place, and we're starting to work on some stuff back here. First, we have to get started. So let's go. So happy Friday, everybody, and for those who may be celebrating holidays this week and next week, happy holidays to you. To everyone else, hope you are having a fabulous weekend planned, and hope everyone's having a terrific week, or had a terrific week, I should say. Now, for those who have been playing along at home, as you may notice, it's grown a little bit. So what I've done is I'm basically defining the area that I want to build within. I haven't really settled too much on the actual design of it yet. I've just been basically building a rough shape in order to get an idea of how much area I may want or need in the build. Now, for the folks who are joining us for the first time, who may have stopped in because somebody said, hey, go check this guy out, he's pretty cool. Well, first off, you're probably on the wrong channel, but that's okay. We'll talk to you anyway. So yeah, what we've done is we've gone ahead and we've moved the mining turret up here. As I had said before, I was going to do some work on this. We went ahead and we swapped out the thrusters for the LY thrusters, and I found that anywhere in an atmosphere, these things, because these are the default ions, yeah, not enough to lift the mass that is our turret. Now, I did do one small change to the turret. Oh, okay, so I did a couple of changes to the turret. One of the first things I did, like I said, we've gone ahead and swapped out the thrusters. As you can tell, I removed the landing gear. We've got conveyors in this thing now, so we basically have everything running through here, so this can actually tie into any system that we happen to put it on. So once we have the main ship up and running with an O2 generator, everything over there will be pressurized all the way up through to the cockpit on the turret, or I should say the turret operations station. But yeah, and then we actually made this thing able to pull atmosphere in on planets. Now, we are too far up because the natural gravity, the planetary gravity, is at the 0.1 G. The rest of the gravity is actually from our gravity generator, which seems to have been reset. Why are you... You shouldn't. Are you? No, you quit. Well, maybe it is. We might be in an area of effect of the other station, the other ship. That might be what's causing the problem. Alright, so one of the things that I did change is we put a spotlight on here, and then we increased the intensity of it up to max. Because what we can do with that, let me get in the operator seat here. So when you're in first person, if you have the light turned on, you can see generally where it's pointing, since we have the lines on it. So it gives you a rough idea on where it is. The beam will hit pretty low on the light area. So when we turn the beam on, you can see, you know, basically what you're aiming at. So it doesn't need to be overly accurate, it just has to give you a general sense of where you're aiming, and then you can gather up all your resources. Alright, see, the Panda does have some useful ideas from time to time, right? Alright, now the other benefit is it makes it a little easier to know when you're aiming things around, trying to sort everything out. But it works, and I was surprised how well it works. Now, the other benefit of this if we do this, we can use it as a light tower. So when it starts getting dark, we'll be able to keep building. Alright. Now, one of the things the other thing that we did is working on the main ship. We now have our refineries in place. We have gone ahead and routed things through. We put a sorting block here. The sorter block has nothing enabled on it, so it basically only keeps materials from traveling back down this line, so everything can only travel in one direction. This was important because of the fact that we have a second sorter block inside tied to the cargo containers, which feed back into the array that is the refineries here. And I wanted to be able to turn off that process and have it feed materials back into storage. Mainly because of the fact that if you're processing anything other than uranium, which is going to go towards those 4 lovely reactors back here, your refineries will eventually fill up and they'll jam because they don't have any more room to produce materials in. So we had to have a system that would allow us to pipe the materials back into the ship itself, back into storage. So we now have that. And as you can see, we built some things down in here, and we're gonna, let's see, I don't think I can get through this side. I think I finally did close everything off, right? Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do, come here. There you go. So the lower walkway has an airlock entrance, and we have lit passageways. Now there is a airlock here as well as here, and what that will do is that will take you down outside and let you walk around out and around the reactors, or you can stay here in the passageway, and then you have more airlocks to either side here, which will take you out that way. So if you happen to be outside, or if you need to do repairs, you'll be able to get to your equipment to repair it. If you don't need to be out there, then you have the straight shot through. And then this brings you into the refinery area. We do have 4 refineries now. And this is the forward section where cargo is. If you follow this around, then there's stairs that'll take you up into the upper area. We have the beam drill on the front, which is also tied into the system here. And as you can see, the entire area is airtight, so we can actually pressurize all of this. I haven't done so yet because I haven't gotten to the point where I've gone out to harvest ice, but that will be in the near future. So again, pressurized. If you just want to take a walk around in the upper area, basically it gives people a place to go to, you know, if you're traveling around in multiplayer, people have things to do. So we head back this way, and then those are the upper portions of the refineries. So you now have the upper area that you can walk through as well. And you're going to notice I keep getting stuck in various directions. It's because we're walking in areas where we have gravity fields overlapping. So it plays with which way you're positioned. As you see there, when I step out of the artificial gravity, natural gravity has us pulled straight down towards the planet. And again, everything here is pressurized. And this brings you into what will eventually be... I haven't decided if we're going to put the... I'm guessing... Do I want to put the controls area up here? I'm thinking we're going to put controls and secondary engineering up here. And we'll have this area where you have the stairs basically leading into the residential area. That would have been funny. Bad, but funny. So when you come out here, I'm thinking we're going to put probably one of the Mr. Coffees over here, so that we'll have a spawn point in here, and then we'll put like medical or something in here, and places for, you know, like crew compartments, staterooms even. They may loop like slope upwards from here, so you'll have stairs on either side. Because what I'm thinking is we'll do something like this. So you end up with a walkway that's, you know, say 3 blocks wide. I don't think I have the parts to do stairs, do I? Oh, I do have them. Okay. Well, that's convenient. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I'll do is the stairs won't actually be on the walkway. They'll be 1 block back. Actually, I guess I could just go ahead and do that, huh? Alright, so we want it to go... Yes. There we go. So did we say 5? 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, this is just kind of a placeholder for right now, because we still haven't decided what we really want to do with the whole thing. This is just giving an idea what we're looking at doing with it. And a part of the reason why I had it come down like this and then come back up is that it gives us a little bit of room here. So we'll be able to bring this out and still be able to have some room where you don't feel completely claustrophobic. And then we have the area here where, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually, that might still work. Oh, we'll see. And we're gonna do that to there and to there. All right. And you basically go something like this. And then that will give us the space that we need to put. So if we don't do the Mr. Coffee up front, we can put a med bay in, probably like right in here somewhere, so that you basically can walk around it down here and get around it. I might just put it back here and be done with that. Move everything up one. I don't know. Let me know what you think. So for now, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Start getting some of this in here so we can work out where we need all of our stuff. So there's a space there, and it goes back here. Okay. All right. And we'll go ahead and get some of this in here. We are going to rinse and repeat on the other side, because, you know, it's got to be symmetrical, right? And I'll figure out what I want to do with this. I don't think I'm going to leave the, well, maybe that'll continue through and then wrap up and around. I don't know. Alright. But that does at least give us an idea of where our spacing is as far as what we need. So you're going to come through. That would be might be nice. Is if we go... If we go 3 back... Alright, that's 3 back. I'll just put a door in, 1, 2. Alright, and then we go 1, 2. Let's go 3 maybe? That might work. And then we're gonna go with one of those. How do I want to do this? Because if I do it this way, yeah, that could work. Let's see. How much room does that give us? Now remember, like I said, this is mostly just placeholder messing around kind of stuff. We're not overly worried about how we're tying it all together. It's just basically want to get it set up so that we can get everything tied in. Excuse me. And like I said, it's more important to know what room we have or how much space we have to work with than it is about getting something finished. So I need to go there. And so if we do that, from there, so we'll go ahead and flesh this wing out here. And maybe that'll work. Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and get a few more of these in. Alright, so that gives us a pretty good sized area. Let's turn it off so you can see. So we'll have stairs here coming up, probably into private quarters. The stairs here will be coming up into probably either crew quarters or we could put engineering back here. We have the technology. Let's see what that looks like. So if we do reactor there, reactor there, we take that set out. We do, yeah, I mean, we could actually do quite a few of these. Let's see. Alright, so top to bottom, front to back. Okay. So that would give us 6. We would do windows to frame this in. And then it just comes down to getting these actually wired in, which would require us to bring that through and over, which we can do. That leaves all of this room over here. So do I instead want reactors over here? Trying to figure out how I want to work this. Man, you had everything but the reactor components? Holy crap. I didn't realize I had that much stuff sitting around. Okay, so like I said, we could put the reactors over here and run them forward. Because if we do that, you know what? Hold on a second. Oh, are your... I want to see if your stuff is turned off. Come here, you. You guys are turned off. So it is just the base then. Okay. All your base are belong to us, right? Alright. Let's go ahead and... Let's turn both those off. Just temporarily. Ooh, that was close. Alright. Let's go ahead and get some power generation in here. So if we go that way, it's on all the sides. Alright, so we could do 1 reactor, 2 reactor, 3. Look at that, it fits perfectly. I think we're going to do that. And that gives us an option to have some detailing on the top, because the lights for the reactor status will be visible on top of the reactor. And if we went with Windows, yeah, that should work actually. Alright, so if we do that, that opens up this space here again. We're going to probably mirror this on the other side, so we'll have more reactors over here. Plus the 4 we already have, that'll give us 10 reactors. We're not planning on using any of the thrusters when we're mining. So as long as we're not in an atmosphere, it's not a huge issue. Yeah, I think that'll work then. Alright. Okay. Let's go get Bob started up again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish mirroring off the stuff that we've already built over here on the other side, so that we can get an idea of what the scale of this is going to look like. One of the things that we still need to do is to put thrusters on, and I'm thinking we are going to do the level 2 LY thrusters, which are going to be these, or version 2 large thrusters. Ha ha ha. Alright, so if we go like that, and we want to so we're gonna have a bunch of these on the ship. We'll make sure you look like you're that one in the back is 1 block higher. Okay. But yes, we're gonna end up with a bunch of these in the ship. We're gonna have one on either side. In fact, since we already know that this is the absolute most perfect place to put one of these things. Oh noes, weren't you attached? Well, crap. All right, so let's go ahead and it's okay. I needed more supplies down on the planet anyway. Let me make sure. Yes, that is the height that I wanted at. All right. Well, can you still see it? I'm wondering if you can still see it. Maybe? Oh well. Better the blocks than me. Alright, so yeah, like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick cut. I'm going to fix this small problem. And when we come back, this should be mirrored. We'll break those down or probably have Bob do it. Yeah, so okay, we will be right back. And we're back. So, as you can hopefully see, we've gotten a little bit of stuff done. That's almost done. I did move the stairs. We've gone ahead and duplicated. We've gone ahead and duplicated the floor area. Got the new reactors in, and I've been playing around with some of the lines and design a little bit. So I'm thinking we're gonna have 4 of these thrusters. These are the LY Pulse Ion or Pulse Thrusters version 2. So these are the higher end, more powerful, require ridiculous amounts of components, which are currently cooking off in our assembly line over there. But that gives us a general shape. So let's turn that off for a second. Get rid of the stuff out of our hand. I don't know. I think it's might be okay once we're done with it. I don't know yet. We'll find out. Oh, so yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm always interested in getting feedback from you guys. Oh, and one of the things I did do, before I forget, is I snuck a gravity generator in over here, and I didn't realize it was going to finish. Okay. Yeah, that's a thing. Oh, so what we'll need to do is I need to adjust the gravity on that. Need to finish the lines on this thing just to get stuff filled in, and then what we'll do is once we have the ship skinned, we'll start cutting into it and figure out where can we make changes and where do we want to make changes. Now, one of the things that I did do is if you look over here, we put in, you know, what I think is a nice little line, right? I mean, it's not too bad. It's a nice little gentle curve in here. I'm thinking I may take some of these blocks out and make this more skeletal. So I'm thinking, you know, basically have the blocks directly behind the thruster, and then over here when we carry this back, we'll have 2 thrusters on the back. I don't know, because when we do that, are we gonna be able to? I wonder if we'd be able to. No, it won't be enough blocks to go vertical with it. We'll definitely have to keep it horizontal. But I'm wondering if I'll be able to make that a transition so that it starts like it's rounded here and it comes back into basically a like a square engine array here. And we do something like yeah. So you flip that up, spin this around, and I'm thinking we have, basically we tie this together by rounding it off here instead. So we do that. We're going to go with the half ramp or half block slope. Flip you around, and we just, you know, loosely tie it off here. That could be interesting. It's definitely not nothing, that's for sure. All right. Yeah, that might work. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one here. It is ridiculously late my time. I need to go get my character recharged. I myself have to go get some sleep. So, yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. If you're new to the channel, want to see more, or just want to do something nice for me this week, you know, it is holidays. You want to be nice, you know. Yeah, Santa won't show up for the bad YouTubers, so which means I'm getting coal again this year, but that's okay. Coal's valuable. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a fabulous weekend, and I hope everyone has a safe and happy holiday. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Let's jump up in here really quick, and this way you can see what's going on.